she don't know that I can patient. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, it's
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team. This will make it into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now Haskins on first down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Love. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
no gain on the play.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And his kick is good. After marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Chase Young. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
2nd down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
Wentz's pass.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
12-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave them a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. They will run for the first time here with White. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
It's a gain
in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Now a carry for White. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Under 10, 10. 47's the mark, boy, 47. Check, 47.
They'll run with Love. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Miles Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
A gain of a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
That's out to the left and complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
That's good.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Taylor on the stop.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And he finds McLaurin, and they'll get this down to the 10. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, Love. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's up and good.
That ties the game at 10.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down back at the
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's 3rd down.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
On 2nd down now, it's White. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. That's caught by the UCLA product. It's Caleb Wilson. And it's a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He was just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 37. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
3rd and 1.
Here's Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. On first down, it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington has retaken the lead.
The kick is,
and he's able to put it through.
Makes this Washington 17, Eagles 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty positions.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 37.
A gain of 40.
It's a big play there for the Eagles. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles.
Jalen Reagor.
Jalen Reagor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Eagles 20, Washington 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Got some room at the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. This is Love. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
On first down, here's Love. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was brought down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up,
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Jake Elliott.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He didn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. This is brought in by Gibson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Play action. Haskins sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Haskins looking to throw on first down, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Haskins.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Gibson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Ball carrier.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Love. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Bryce Love, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And Washington has made this a one-score game. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Eagles 27, Washington 24.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wentz. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
1st down, Philadelphia.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. A great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
First down, here's White. Sean Davis that time on the tackle. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
touchdown.
Miles Sanders with his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles add on to their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mention the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Being chased out left. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape for the win. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
And it's 3rd down.
Quick throw out wide by Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
The kick is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Eagles 41, Washington 24. Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. First flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On play action, Haskins. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will close the gap down to 14. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Miles Sanders.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
Pickup. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Tonight's final score, Eagles.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Washington, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be